Hi, I'm Melissa from Melissa Wellness, and this is a video to explain to you how to read a label on processed foods. For example, what are processed foods? This Pringles jar, this is a processed food. Processed food means any food that is not in its natural state and has been changed to a different state or added different components to it to make it a different kind of food or a different kind of packaged food. So this is a processed food, Pringles. I have quinoa, which is in bulk. It does fall into the processed food category because it has been cut and taken to a facility where it has been cleaned and processed and packaged. I also have Chia Seeds, and I have a fruit pouch. This is an applesauce pouch for my son. So I'm going to explain a little bit, try to explain how to calculate if Pringles is a carbohydrate, is it a protein, or is it a fat? So to explain a little bit more, let me show you the label on this. Okay, so this is the Pringles label. It's saying that one serving size equals 15 units, and those 15 units represent 150 calories. So that's the first thing I want to make clear. This entire package does not have 150 calories. A serving of 15 units contains 150 calories. So how do we know if those calories are fat calories, carbohydrate calories, or protein calories? Well, let's go back to the label, and I will show you the label in a photo later so you can read it a little bit better. On this label, it says that total fat for the serving, everything here has to be per serving, is equal to 9 grams of fat. And carbohydrate is equal to 16 grams of per serving, and then protein, we get 1 gram of protein per serving. So to make it a little bit easier, one serving equals 15 units, and one serving has 9 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbohydrates, and 1 gram of protein. 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrates equals 4 calories, and 1 gram of protein also equals 4 calories. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna multiply the amount of carbs and protein and fat in one single serving of this package and multiply it times the amount of calories it is equal to. And the one with the greater amount of calories, that's what this food is mostly going to be, if you can call this food, even though it's really good. So this is what it amounts to. Pringles cheddar cheese, one serving is 15 units, and one serving of 15 units has 9 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of protein. 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories, so 9 times 9 is going to be 81 calories. 1 gram of carbs is equal to 4 calories, which equals 64 calories. And 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories as well, which equals 4 calories. So if you can see here, this food is going to be categorized as a fat because this is the highest value. Now, if you add these values, it's going to add up to 149, and our container says that we have 150 calories per serving. I want to explain a little bit more about this. This is one of the main reasons that I don't like to count calories and to base your weight loss or your diet plan, if you will, on counting calories. Calories are super inaccurate. These labels, although regulated by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration in the United States, they don't have really strict controls for one very important reason. Calories are calculated differently inside your body and from a lab. Your body is not a lab, and my body is not your body. So the thermal effect of food in my body is going to give off a certain amount of energy, whereas the thermal effect of food in your body is going to give off another amount of energy, and that can vary in numbers. And then if you take this same food and you take it into a lab and they calculate the amount of calories there with their lab procedure to calculate the thermal effect of food and calculating calories, it's going to be a totally different number. So since this is not a number that's written in stone, and there are millions and millions and millions kinds of foods out there, it's literally impossible to have the same number for you, for me, the same calorie number, which is what I'm talking about. And that makes it inaccurate, unreliable, and it's not a good method for you to base your nutritional needs on. And so the FDA requires that this be an approximation. It can vary for up to 20%. Yes, 20% up or 20% down. So calories are not really a good estimation. Now let's move on to quinoa. Quinoa is a very good source of protein and carbohydrate. So what is it? Is it a carb or is it a protein? So let's take a look at the nutrition facts label. So one serving size is 1/4 cup, which is 43 grams approximately, of dry quinoa. This is measured dry because you know that to cook quinoa, you have to add water or broth or anything else. So in order to be a little bit more accurate on the caloric count, it has to be measured dry. So this is the nutrition facts for dry quinoa. Total fat is 2.5 grams per serving of 1/4 cup. And carbohydrate is 28 grams per serving, and protein is 6 grams per serving. So one serving, which is 1/4 cup, is equal to 160 calories per the nutrition facts label. You get 2.5 grams of fat times 9 calories, because 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories, you get 22.5 calories. 28 grams of carbs times 4 calories is 112 calories. And 6 grams of protein times 4 calories, you get 24 calories. So this is the largest one. Quinoa is mainly a carbohydrate. It does not mean that it does not have fat and that it does not have protein. So you can add that to your macros, and when you're inputting them in your app that calculates your macros, all of this will go in there and it'll sum up for your fat, sum up for your carb, and sum up for your protein. Now this gives us a total of 158.5, and the nutrition label says that one serving of 1/4 cup is equal to 160 calories. So like I explained before, this is going to be an approximate value. It can range from 20% up to 20% down. Okay, so now we got our final processed food, which is chia seeds. And this is Nutiva brand. Chia seeds right here, so I'm going to show you the nutritional label. The serving size for chia seeds per the container is 1 tablespoon, 12 grams. And 1 tablespoon is equal to 60 calories. So we have 3 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbohydrates, and 3 grams of protein per serving of 1 tablespoon. And I forgot to mention this later, but each container has the total amount of servings in it. So this one has 113 tablespoons, or 113 servings of 1 tablespoon. So onto our math calculation. 1 serving is 1 tablespoon, which is equal to 60 calories. And 1 serving equals 3 grams of fat times 9 calories, 27 calories. 5 grams of carbs equals 20 calories. And 3 grams of protein equals 12 calories. So the highest one would be 27 calories. So chia seeds do contain more fat than carbs and protein, but if you can see, they are very close in range. So this is more of a complete food. Chia seeds also contain dietary fiber, which is 5 grams of dietary fiber. And let me show you that here. Dietary fiber, 5 grams. So the fiber helps to bond to your cholesterol molecules and flush them out of your body, as well as some fat molecules to flush them out of your body. So that is what fiber is good for. And then the total on this is going to be 59 calories, which is very, very close to the 60 calories that the nutritional facts table says. So to create a summary on how to read labels, 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories, 1 gram of carbs is equals to 4 calories, 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. Nutritional labels are approximated. They are not calorie counting reliable because they can range in a 20% plus or minus. So this is how you read the nutritional labels on all your products. So next time you go grocery shopping, be sure to read those nutritional labels just to know how to identify what that boxed product is. Is it a carb? Is it a protein? Or is it a fat?